Hello guys, welcome to Dear Dev. I've had folks ask me which they should choose between Python and JavaScript, and I'm here to clarify. There is no good or bad. They are just choices based on what you want and maybe your dreams and goals. Let's start by talking about Python. Python is famous for being beginner friendly. Many times you see schools, universities say, oh, when you want to learn to code, start with Python because it looks like plain English and makes it easier to learn. Python is the, I would say, is the foundation or is the building block on some career paths like data science, machine learning, AI, or even web development. Data science is about finding patterns from a vast amount of data. I'm assuming that a company sells ice cream and collects data day in, day out from people that are buying ice cream. When you involve a data scientist in those data that look so meaningless, the data scientist might be able to find out that, oh, people tend to buy ice cream more during Christmas and less during fasting periods. Some people might not even know that they don't buy ice cream during fasting period, but when they bring a data scientist in the matter, they realize that, oh, that's true. I don't buy ice cream during fasting period. A data scientist help you sift through all the data, all the mess, and bring out something that you can work with. A data scientist can even look through possibly the data of a clinic and say, oh, it seems as if the drug works faster when they use it at this particular time or when they use it at a particular time. Data scientists also can go through the data of, let's say, a firm that sells toys and lets them know that, oh, it looks as if children tend to prefer this kind of toy at this particular time. So a data scientist goes through data and sift out meaning from all the mess. And Python helps you do that. In data science, you can also use Python to draw out charts. As I said, it's not mathematics, but Python can help you derive the mathematics and tell you, oh, this is the average that people spend on a particular thing. When you discuss machine learning, it also has to do with data. You give the program data and you train the program on data over a long period of time, and then it's able to know that when a child says, I want brown ice cream, the child means chocolate ice cream. You continue to feed your program with data and it's able to know that, oh, when an animal is cuddly and furry and close to people and gentle, there's a likelihood that the animal is a cat. It's guessing based on data that it has been given that when if it talks like a dog, barks like a dog, eats like a dog, sleeps like a dog, then it's most likely a dog. It's guessing based on the data that it has been fed. But when you now go into AI now begins to reason in quotes and make decisions in quotes, saying that, okay, based on data it has been fed, when somebody is hot, suggest that the person should get ice cream. So you have the AI telling you, oh, it looks like you're sweating. Why don't you get ice cream to cool down? Oh, the weather is 19 degree or the weather is 0 degree. Why don't you get a jacket before stepping out? AI is giving you suggestions based on the data that it has been trained with. And you can do this with Python. Also, you have a career path of, say, automation and scripting. In terms of scripting, you possibly write out a list of things that you want your program to do for you. Oh, okay, and go through my folder and gather all the images, put them inside a folder called images, gather all the files, put them all into a folder called files. You're asking your program to do that for you, so you're giving it a script to follow. You're giving your program a to-do list to follow. You can do that with Python. But when it comes to automation, you possibly write a few lines of code and say, don't wait till I tell you anything. With automation, you write code telling your program that every morning, every day, go through my emails. Every email that comes from this particular person, store them in this particular folder. And the ones that come from this particular person, delete them. At that point, you are automating. You don't have to interfere with the process because you have already told it, do this at a particular time every day, and it is done. You can also use Python with web development. Web development, most of the time we are looking at websites. What we see in web development is the front end. But web development involves front end and the back end. We see the buttons, the words, the text. It's just the front end. The chef of the restaurant is the back end. So what you tend to see is just the waiter that serves you the food. But the back end is the chef. And one of the languages that you can use for backend is Python, using frameworks like Django and Flask. So Python can help you serve data, like real-time data that you can give in to users to view. If you don't have a backend, you'll possibly be seeing the same thing on the website every day. But when backend comes, backend handles the data changing, backend handles, oh, this person is logged in or this person is logged out. Backend handles, oh, this is the information that this person owns, and this information that does not belong to this person. Python can help you do that as well. So if you are interested in serving websites, you want to do machine learning, you want to do AI is artificial intelligence, you want to do machine learning, you want to automate boring stuff, Python is your best friend. Now, JavaScript. JavaScript is the language of the web. What I love the most about JavaScript is how it's able to make a boring website come alive. So you have a website that is just sitting there. JavaScript comes and a lot of things are moving around. That's JavaScript for you. So it helps with maybe when you click, you want something to pop up. When people open your website, you want there to be fireworks. JavaScript can do that for you. So when you have front end on your website, JavaScript is the go-to person. It helps you display interesting things to your users. So even if you have data coming from the backend, JavaScript can display that data in a very beautiful way. So when you want JavaScript to be the person doing backend for you, then you have to go into Node.js. For you to do Node.js, you need to know JavaScript first. If you're also looking into mobile apps, you can also learn JavaScript. It helps you build mobile apps, like using frameworks like React Native. If you want to build games, you can also use JavaScript to do that. So basically, JavaScript rules the internet because every browser understands JavaScript. So if you're looking into front-end development, game development, or mobile apps, then look into JavaScript. Note, Python can also build mobile apps and build games. But Python shines the most when we are dealing with a large amount of data, and JavaScript shines the most when you are dealing with animation and interaction. So it's better for you to just pick Python when you are going into data and pick JavaScript when you are going into animation. So now, what should we pick? If you are new to coding and you want it to be smooth, you don't want to be wondering what is this curly bracket here, then I would say you should go for Python. If you are looking at eyeing AI or machine learning, or you are eyeing data science or automation, then you need Python if that's the direction you want to go. If you are looking for code that is looking like English, then you also need to go for Python. If your aim is websites, apps, or games, face JavaScript. If you are looking for a career in web development, JavaScript is there for you too. If you are looking for a language that you can use for both front-end and back-end, if you learn JavaScript for the front, something like React, and then the same JavaScript will handle the back-end for Node. With JavaScript, you are going to be using one language for the front and one language for the back. My final advice, don't overthink it. Pick one that feels like 60 to 70% right. Don't wait for 100% certainty. Just pick one that feels more right than the other. Stick with it long enough to build small projects. When you are comfortable, then you can choose to branch out to another language. There's nothing wrong with learning Python and JavaScript, and you can also choose to stick with one. Just pick one that feels right to you. What is important is that you start. Don't wait for, please stop waiting. Start. If you want to go into coding, then start. So friends, let me know in the comment section below whether you are going to be Team Python or Team JavaScript. Let's see who wins. Actually, there's no winner because we are all solving problems using tech. Don't forget to like this video and share with other people that are confused about whether to go with Python or JavaScript. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that you can see more videos like this. See you some other time. Bye-bye.